However, that's a really important thing, the functional life, because I found a lot of people who are injured after they've been to the GP and after been to the physiotherapist, they haven't really got back to where they were before. And I've worked with a few people like that I've tried to get them back to where they were, and actually more importantly, get them past that so that they feel comfortable with whatever joint or injury or whatever they've been able to overcome. They'll be actually feel stronger than they did before. So the most important thing with injury is about gradual exposure. So if you're someone who's afraid of birds, then one possible way to try and get you to overcome this fear is to very slowly expose you to things that have to do with birds. So they're not going to shove you into a room straight away with birds flying all over the place. The first thing they're going to do is possibly get a picture of a bird, or maybe even just talk to you about birds in general and why you might have a phobia of that. I don't know why I picked that one, but we'll go with it. Let's roll with it. Then they might show you a picture of the bird. Then they might put you in a room with a bird in a cage, so definitely can't get you, but the fear is almost getting realer and realer. And when you've overcome an injury, sometimes the muscles that have been injured or the joints have been injured, they have a self-defense mechanism, and so the way they are moving now was to try and protect itself from being any more injured. And after a while, when it's fully healed up, the body's still using those same mechanisms to try and move, and usually they're not the best way for you to be moving. So the most important thing for you to progress from where you are post-injury to where you need to be to live a functional life is that you slowly expose your body, giving yourself lots of rest, but not being afraid to push a little bit hard, push through a little bit of pain. If the day after you work on, say, an injured ankle and it's still hurting, that means you pushed a little bit too much. And so you want to try and then, say, take off a few reps from the work that you did the day before. If it still feels fine, then it means you can push a little bit more. It's all about 5% increases, maybe 10% if you're feeling good and you actually have a really good idea of what your body can take. But you don't want to be doing any more increases than that. So gradual exposure. Injuries, it's pretty much like getting over phobia. You've got to slowly push yourself, but by the end, your injured part, so if it's your right ankle that was injured, you want it to be stronger than your left side, or at least as strong as your left side. That's the way you can know in your head that you are fit and back to where you were before.